You never thought you'd see it again, did you? You thought when Cain and Cuddles got torn apart, we aren't on the same team anymore, you thought it was over. It was just in hibernation for the winter, and we are back now that it's spring. Cain and Cuddles podcast, we're in Stardew Valley, the classic. And yeah, we just want to talk. We missed kind of just talking about the league. I mean, it's not really a money thing, but it's just fun to chat and hang out and have people interact with us, so that's why we're back. And of course, I'm joined by Trellis Bobellis.
Hello, hello, Pablo.
Oh, yeah.
And it's always a money thing, guys. Don't want to slash at you.
Yeah, I'm out of money. Please PayPal me.
Dude, I have like 14 milli. It's not bad.
You have 14 mil?
14.975, like 15 mil on the site. It's not bad.
That's not bad. I think I'm down near there. Was it like 20 million?
Yeah, and then you gave me all the money for my position change.
No, I just spent 11 mil on equipment and redistribution, so.
Yeah, I don't buy equipment anymore, that's why.
That hurts. That hurts a lot. So, but yeah, I mean, we're just back to chat new stuff. Obviously, a lot has happened in the like 2 seasons that it's been since we've done this.
Yeah, this podcast migrated south to NSHL for a little while, so.
Oh yeah, we were grinding podcasts over there, but now that we have a little more time, now we have a little more time on our hands. I feel like we could just do this a little bit. I was kind of bored while playing NHL, so I listened to Slappy Hour, and then they were complaining that no one does podcasts anymore but them, so I'm like, fuck, let's go, bud.
Yeah, I gotta listen to Joe's. I was meaning to do that.
Joe's is pretty good, but he doesn't praise me enough.
Oh, okay.
I feel like there needed to be at least 20 minutes dedicated to praising me, otherwise, I mean...
That's fair.
But yeah, I mean... It should be fun just to chat, and we did get some questions very last minute. I bumped the thread a little bit ago, and then I think within an hour it got unbumped, which is fucking cool. And then Trella did it this morning, and I didn't see anything after that.
People don't care enough, so you have to go directly into your locker rooms. So I did like 20 minutes before we started.
Bring the questions to them.
Yeah. We got the usual people asking some questions.
Yeah, it should be good. Yeah, so I think before we get into questions, we could just start with kind of what's been going on SHL-wise in the past. I mean, we probably haven't done this since the cup was won, right?
Yeah, I won a cup.
Yeah, so we could start with season 44, I think.
I was 40. Yeah, 44. We won 45, the Blizz.
Oh, was that it? Okay, 45 then.
Yeah, it was right before the expansion draft.
Because, I mean, I did whatever season.
You were still around.
I was just backup, and it wasn't great backup games, and they played me against Minnesota a lot, and I got shredded. But I'll get my payback in due time. But
it's gonna be a hell of a rivalry.
I did win a 4-star cup, so that's cool. But no, I mean, it is cool, but I feel like once you kind of graduate to the SHL, it's kind of
doesn't matter. I never won one, but it really doesn't bother me at all. It would have been nice, but
it's a nice like little kind of prologue to your career, and then like it's a good end to your juniors career to get 2 cups or whatever. But yeah, once you kind of unbank and get up there, it's kind of like, yeah, it's fun, but I want the real cup with my real friends. So
yeah, winning the cup finally with the Blizz was awesome because it was like my 8th season, I think, maybe with the Blizz. So it's been a long time coming for me.
Yeah, that cup definitely meant a lot more to you than to me because I wasn't even fucking listed on the roster. They got Mark Stewart, even though he literally never played a single second.
We fought hard for you to get like on the cup, and they wouldn't let us. It was so stupid.
It's because I was still down and like.
Because you guys were winning down there.
I think we both won at the same time or something like that.
Yeah, because if you guys got knocked out, we were bringing you up, but you guys made it all the way to the final. So and you won.
Yeah. It'd be cool to be on the Challenge Cup even as a backup, but Oh well,
Yeah.
I'm there in spirit, and I helped with the President's Trophy, so
Yeah.
I am part of
One of the
that.
best seasons ever,
I
if
did
not the best.
play on that roster, which is good.
Yeah.
But yeah, good cup win. I mean, they loaded up. They got Fletcher season or two before that. They got Joe, big trades, and just stacking up that team. It was just stacked all throughout. So
Yeah. I mean, I had a bad season myself, but like the team itself was so good, there's no way I could complain.
yeah, it didn't matter.
Yeah, we were crazy.
So yeah, that was a fun season, and then expansion draft happened.
And we got gutted. And
Gutted.
now our whole team's on the Spectres.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's interesting. So I found out a little before the expansion draft that I guess they all they definitely put it off as long as they could, just having to make a decision on who is being exposed and what's happening going forward. But I guess one day, like all the management-ish people of the Blazers got together and there were two arguments on two goalies, and they decided to go with Tuck. And I get it. I mean, I do get it, and I told everyone I get it. But at the same time, I kind of thought it was the wrong choice. Just because, in the end, I had been with the Blizzard longer than Muford even.
That's
Um,
crazy.
and yeah, I'm a couple hundred TP behind. But I felt like I would sim better, especially with a good defense like Blizzard in front. And I will have a much bigger peak. I know with goalies, like once you get past 1,000 TP even, it's kind of laughable. Like you're just adding no stupid stats like puck handling and penalty shot. Like
Yeah.
Muford's basically max now. Uh, Andy is season 39, so he won't regress for a couple more seasons. But I don't know. I just thought I had a future with the Blizzard, and when I was drafted there, it looked like it because we had McFadden, who was
Yeah.
regressing hard, and then I was gonna come up once he was donezo, uh, and then they kind of just plopped someone in front of me, and then decided to go with him all the way. So, as much as I love the Spectres and I love Joe, I'll always kind of be annoyed because I did want to be a career Blizzard player in the
Yeah.
end. I loved being drafted there. I loved the locker room. I loved everyone there, and I wanted to stay with them. And
Yeah, it's a
then
great place in there. I've always loved it.
I guess I got my chance to go first overall finally, which is
Yeah.
nice.
But the good thing is there's always good news. So like, you obviously went to probably like your second team
Oh
that you
yeah,
would want to go to, right?
I don't think I would want to go anywhere else. Like if if there was an expansion draft and Joe wasn't like a GM or the team that he made wasn't really the team, I would have
Yeah.
been way more upset. Like
Yeah.
I would have been really maybe even turned off from the SHL. Like if I went to Chicago or something where I don't really know any of those guys, like it would have been really hard and really annoying, and I would have
Yeah.
felt awful. But Joe was able to make it a nice place and feel like home, especially with some of the Blizzard acquisitions he got.
Oh my god, yeah, like half our team
So
is
yeah, I
Blazer.
mean, uh, Fletcher was interesting. Um, Fletcher was traded, so was Madge, I guess, because they weren't going to resign, so they thought
Yeah.
they would trade him away, try to get something, and then, it's kind of like trading rights because
Yeah,
the
that's basically what we
expiring contract. But I guess who'd they trade him to? The Jets?
did. I think the Barracuda. We traded Mash to
Madge
the
to the
Barracuda.
Barracuda, and then Evok to the Jets, right?
I don't remember who
For
we traded
Nick,
Evok to.
because Nick was exposed,
Yeah, we
and
tried to grab Nick.
Fletcher was protected. Then I think y'all swapped them, so then Evok was exposed
Yeah, you're right.
and Nick was
We
protected.
we swapped rights with Nick and Evok, I think.
Yeah. And then Nick didn't end up signing, and Evok was unprotected, so then they took him in the draft.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
Is Evox still updating?
I don't know. I mean, she's around in the locker room. She's posting like food that she's making, and she's just having a good time. I think she really did want to take a break from being so involved in that
Oh yeah, I can totally
SHL.
understand.
I mean, being a simmer, being up fucking 6 a.m. every day or whatever was definitely not something I would have done. So I don't
Yeah.
blame her for wanting to step back. And
And
yeah,
she did a lot in SHL and PBE. She did a lot. I totally
yeah.
get that.
So I don't know if she's updating. I haven't looked at that, but she's around a little bit, and she has a really good player. So
Yeah.
definitely a huge get in the expansion draft. And then Maj ended up signing here, which is awesome. And Joe said in his podcast, like, he was really leaning towards Tampa Bay, which I don't know why, because they fucking suck. But yeah, Joe really went hard for him and ended up getting him, which is cool because
Yeah, Joe does have a way with it.
he's got a very high TPE player who is young. So
Yeah, that's huge for you guys. Because I mean, your team's great now, but a lot of your team is older. It's getting
oh
up there,
yeah,
especially your decor. So like players like him is what you need.
and then Blast just loves Joe and loves me. So
Yeah,
why not hop on over?
Blast is still always in our locker room. I just wish he was still on the
Yeah.
team.
Well, it's interesting because I feel like something that pushed him away almost was for I mean he was third or second line for a little bit on the Blizzard, right? Especially in the President's Trophy. Like he's more of a depth piece, especially behind Evok.
Oh yeah,
So he was like, I'll go to Spectres. I can probably have more ice time. And then it's almost like Blizzard got gutted, and he probably could have had that top line if he stayed around. But
yeah.
uh,
I mean, we offered him like a lot of money.
he loves chilling. And so yeah, another Blizzard player, and then I think that's it for Blizzard. But we did get a Scarecrow and Nick, and I guess he's ex-Blizzard just because he was there for.
Yeah, that's right.
He's the Hoffman to the Blizzard.
I guess so. Yeah, I mean, you guys, you will always have good drafts because you got that St. Louis connection, and
Oh yeah.
St. Louis always produces the best talent. So
Well, I mean, people talk about Buffalo, Detroit, St. Louis, Edmonton, or New Orleans or
yeah,
whatever.
it used to be St. Louis, Edmonton, but
Well,
now it's going to be St. Louis, New Orleans.
did you ever think that the former GMs or whatever, the GMs are former GMs of those teams, and they're around in the locker room, and they see these guys who are good earners, and they're good in the locker room, and they like these people. Why the fuck wouldn't they draft them?
Yeah, exactly.
If I was a
It's the
GM,
safest pick.
that's what I would be looking for. And if I was a GM, I'd much rather go with someone in St. Louis that I see how they interact with people. I see that they're not a douchebag. They're a nice person. They're earning good. Maybe they have a player that sims well, instead of just someone I see numbers for. Like
Yeah, for sure.
these people in Anchorage or Kelowna or whatever, these other teams, they can be great and all, but I don't know them.
Exactly, and then that's how it was when we were in Edmonton. Like
Mm-hmm.
when we first started out, I was the head scout and Ace was GM, and like of course we're both in St. Louis. We both just came out of St. Louis,
Yeah.
and I'm the head scout, and I'm in there all the time. I'm gonna know.
I mean,
I'm gonna be looking at these guys all the time.
you told Edmonton to draft me based solely on what you
Yeah,
saw from me in St. Louis.
yeah. That's literally the only reason why we drafted you. Because honestly, there were a lot of goalies, and I don't even know if you were on our radar until I brought it up.
Well, I think I was the only goalie left at that point.
Yeah.
Oh no, and Vrana.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because we were gonna draft Verano because we had Bradford after his whole situation where the league hated him for a little bit. We picked
Yeah.
up his player, and he was great. I mean, he turned around. He's still like always welcome. Like we love the guy, but I talked them into drafting you instead. And I mean, you turned out to be the better player. So I mean,
Well, yeah, that would be crazy if you guys drafted Vrana, and I mean, maybe something changes, but if it goes like it did, he would end up retiring, and then I'd be on San Fran. It'd be weird.
Yeah. Maybe Luke would have stayed.
Maybe King would have stayed. He tried to tamper me to San Fran.
Yeah.
I swear. But yeah, I mean, it was a lot has happened since that last podcast, and then this season I ended up being a starter, and I had a really good regular season. Like, one thing with the Scarecrows, yeah, I won some cups, and I might have even
Yeah, but you never
had
had that great season.
yeah, I had decent playoffs, and like decent, it's not like amazing, but I feel like in the juniors, like at 890, near 900, someone told me that right away when I joined. They're like, "Oh yeah, if you get a 890 to 900, like that's a good for the
Yeah.
SMJHL. That's a good number
Oh
because
yeah.
I don't know why, but goalies just suck there. It's something with the numbers and sliders they have or whatever. But I kind of thought like I could do better than that. I want to be a goalie that's just a great season and fucking kills it. I never did. It was always 880s, 870s. It's like whatever. That was always my regular season. And then playoffs I actually always did better, which is what you want, I guess,
Yeah.
from a goalie. You just want to
I mean,
kind of
that's how my players are too. I'm not a
you just
goalie, but
want to turn it on when it's the important time and you get those cups. And I feel like I was able to do that.
yeah.
So yeah, I never got any awards for my regular seasons or whatever. You know, I was more of a team guy. But then I don't know. This season in the major leagues, I got that good 915 save percentage, which was second highest in the league.
Yeah, you had a great
Uh,
season.
I had the
You
lowest
got
goals
snubbed.
against. I had the highest shutouts. Um,
I mean, I'm just saying that if the rules weren't all wacky with the rookie of the year,
oh
I mean,
yeah,
if you were considered a rookie, literally all those guys were going to vote for you because it was a topic of discussion in there. We were like, is Kane a rookie? Because we would vote like we want to vote for him, and
yeah,
it sucks that you weren't because you really did deserve it. And
yeah.
I think you still should have been considered a rookie in my opinion, but you know,
I
it
mean,
is what it is.
with goalie of the year, it's tough. I mean, Blue had a great save percentage and faced a shitload of shots, which is fine. I allowed a lot less goals than him, just per game and average. He just faced a fuck ton of shots, so he had a better save percentage, even letting in a couple more goals than me.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know, because I had the whatever that least goals against trophy, which is
Mm-hmm.
all that I came away with at that award show, which is
Yeah, that sucks.
the one they couldn't fucking snub me from because the numbers don't lie. But I don't know. And then, yeah, Rookie of the Year, I feel like I would have had a great shot at because Robinson was nominated, and I definitely had a better season than him. And I feel like the two skaters nominated had like pretty good seasons, but not like amazing.
Yeah.
So I feel like it could have came away with that one if I was nominated. And then it was like the arguments like, well, if he's not a rookie, then is he most improved because he went from 6 games with like a fucking 870 save percentage as a 350 player to a starting goalie on an expansion franchise who puts up least goals in the league allowed and 915 save percentage. Like, yeah. And then their argument against that was, well, the only reason you're even considered most improved is because you're not rookie, so that doesn't really seem right. And
Yeah, so pretty much you just get fucked all the way around.
I'm like, yeah, that's true, but I'm not a rookie, so
Yeah.
the fuck.
I mean, you got screwed.
And I'm still confused on like, did I have 3 rookie seasons with 6 games
Yeah, that doesn't
each,
make any sense
or
to
did
me
I
either.
never have a rookie season? I don't really understand,
Yeah,
but
it doesn't really make a lot of sense.
whatever. I'll just be the non-rookie, and hopefully I can win some more awards.
Yeah, I mean, if you keep earning TP, like
Oh yeah,
you're gonna be on top for a goalie for a very long time because you're gonna be able to fight a progression pretty easily.
yeah, and I mean, sometimes I see people just bank everything once they're pretty happy with their build. I kind of, for shits and giggles, want to put in every single point that I can until I'm
Yeah, I mean, it
whatever.
really can't hurt.
99 and 95 and every other stat. That's not my strength. Like, that'd be hilarious. Again, 95 penalty shot. Like, you ain't fucking scoring on me, bud. But,
Yeah, I mean, it can't hurt. You're gonna win those extra shootout games in the season.
I don't think
It
that'll
might
actually help.
it might be the make or break in you making the playoffs sometime. You never know.
95 penalty shot and like a penalty shot percentage of like 25%. I swear to God.
Yeah, that's how STHS is, so I wouldn't be surprised.
But yeah, I'm happy that I had a good season, and I actually had a good playoffs too. I mean, it wasn't as good as some people, but I think people forget that I faced fucking LA, who was a good seed team, and they have good
They have star power on
coach,
that team.
and yeah, I mean that it was a tougher series than people might think. And then fucking Minnesota. I had to face goddamn Minnesota, who
Yeah,
has fucking what 375 point scorers.
yeah.
Like,
And then Jeff
oh,
Moore
his
on
save.
defense too.
He had like a point per game as a defenseman. Fuck
Yeah,
off with the your save percentage isn't as good. I had to face Minnesota. Are you fucking kidding me? How did I get out there with 4 wins? You gotta be like, people just look at numbers and not actual fucking who I played. Like,
yeah.
I was able to, in game 7, I shut out Bobby Watson and Terrence Nova. Are you fucking kidding me? So I read
That's no small feat.
I read all y'all's championship weeks, and I hate you all. Um, yeah, I'm salty, but
I can
couldn't.
feel the salt.
I did enjoy besting Robinson in the juniors, and unfortunately, it kind of went backwards where he always had a really good regular season, and then in the playoffs, I just clicked and I got the win over him. And this time it was backwards. I had the better regular season, but
Yeah,
he just got it in game 7. So congrats to him. I wish I fucking beat him because I like winning more than losing.
that's a big rivalry for you too, right? Like
Well, it's more
that's
fun
gotta
with
be.
rivals. I mean,
Yeah,
I'll probably play it up more than it really matters to me, just because why
no, it's
not?
fun. Two season 43 goalies, both gonna be like stud franchise goalies for their teams. Like,
Yeah, and I will always have more TP from him than him unless I die. So I got that going for me. I mean,
you got that.
I was like fucking 50 TP behind him, man. I know you can go, oh, he took a break for one season, but it
Got him.
sucks to suck. Yeah, I don't know. I got more TP. I got the most in my class. Actually, I think I'm 10th or 11th out of how
That's
many
pretty
season
impressive.
43 people are left, and fucking Wasty and Red and Alaska and Luke, Nick, all these fucking guys are
We always forget
earning.
that Tommy's in that class too.
Tommy, I think I'm ahead of him. Mayu is like second, so
Where how much TP you at? I don't think you passed Tommy.
no. Oh yes, I'm at 962.
No, Tommy's over 1,000.
Is he?
Yeah, he just broke it. He's a beast.
Who the fuck am I
He's my
behind?
liney, bud. I'm showing him the
I
way.
don't know. I would need to wait for Luke to release his fucking ratings or whatever. But yeah, I'm trying to be top 10 and just stay there. That'd be nice. I just gotta wait for other people to slip up. I entered fantasy again this season. I took last season off because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing.
Yeah. I
Uh,
usually just run fantasy and draft like my friends or just people who think I'm gonna break out. Like I drafted McZ this year, and like he had one of the best preseasons,
yeah,
so
yeah,
it
yeah.
can happen.
I mean, well, in the 2 seasons ago, I did fantasy, and like I kind of tried. Like I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get this. I like tried to draft a good team, and I was fucking last in my group, and it just really made me disheartened and pissed off. And I'm like, fuck that. Like that's a waste of my time. So I just didn't do it. And then I'm like, people get 10 TPE from this
Yeah,
shit.
you can
Like,
get a lot.
fuck it, I'll just do it. And if I somehow win, then awesome. And if I don't, whatever. It's probably the mindset of a lot of people. But fantasy is crazy. I picked myself, so I'm gonna have a dog shit season.
People picked me in the first round. Big mistake. Oh, actually, no. If I keep up
Bro,
this
you got like
pace,
60 points, right?
yeah, I hit 60 points last
There
season.
you go. I mean, you were one of the top scorers outside of fucking Minnesota, so
I was the top scorer outside of
yeah.
Minnesota.
So that's some first round
I
talent
got
there.
I got 2 award noms, Sarmad Khan and the Jeff Dar. I hope I get first team All Star, but I probably won't. It'll probably be the Minnesota first line, which makes me sad.
I'm about to get snubbed for fucking uh, rookie All Star or whatever.
Yeah. When are the All Star teams coming out? Like,
I don't know.
should
It's already season
have been out by
47,
now.
so
Yeah.
I don't know what awards committee's doing. Piece of shit.
It's not awards committee. It's All Star committee.
There's an actual All Star committee
Yeah, Cal's on it, I think.
with one job to make All Star teams, and they haven't done it yet.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, maybe personally, I think I should be first team All Star, but I think I can definitely get second team, seeing as how I was at least second in most goalie stats.
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna be close. There were like really the top tier goalies were very good.
Yeah.
You, Blue, Robinson was very good.
You know, it's not up there.
Yeah,
Tuck.
I saw that one coming.
I'm just saying. Look what I did with the shit fucking New Orleans defense.
Oh man, I don't know.
I actually like added up all the TPE of the defense, and like Buffalo's fucking stacked,
Yeah, Buffalo's
Edmonton's
crazy good.
stacked. It's like they're like Robinson. Okay, he had a good season, but like, how many shots did he really face? He wasn't top 10 in shots faced, I don't think. So
Buffalo's D is so good.
I mean, Blue faced a shit ton of shots because um, Tampa Bay's defense was like way, way lower than anyone else.
Yeah, Blue had to stand on his head a lot. Like he dragged them into the playoffs.
Which is also frustrating. And I mean, it's what I talk about goalies and why I feel like a lot go inactive around 700 to 1,000 TP is because you work your ass off. You fucking make it to the SHL. Maybe you get a season on your belt. You start getting up there in TPE, and all of a sudden this fuckwad with not that many TPE and just a shit team in front of him just gets the blessing of Simon and has an amazing season. You're like, why the fuck am I earning TPE and grinding away if someone can just like not have as much TPE than me and do way better, you know? And I feel for like Hobbs and maybe even Tuck or like all these high TP goalies are just earning away and they just have shit seasons for no reason. It's like, what's the
Yeah,
point of getting TP if you're just gonna sim shitty? And I mean, it's like that with players too, but
it's more like that with goalies. I think.
I just feel like it's the spotlight's on you as a goalie, and you can have fucking 1,500 TP. What? How did Bojo sim last season? He has a shit ton of TP, and he had a
He
dog shit.
sucked.
He had a dog shit season, and it's like, what's the point? You know. So
Yeah,
that's the toughest thing I think with goalies.
yeah, that
Staying
makes sense.
active is like, I mean, I'm ahead of Blue in TP, and he's 1 or 2 seasons like higher than me, and I'm ahead of him. I feel like I should be better than him, and then he gets a higher save percentage. Just like,
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's just luck of the fucking sim engine. Simon T is so random half of the time that like, and there's not much you can really do besides just earn TP to make
yeah,
your player be good. I mean, like I was up there in TP for a while before, and I sucked just because I had the wrong build. So like TP sometimes isn't the end all be all, I guess, which is unfortunate. But I mean, look at LKS. He finally won his first fucking Stevens after how long he hit 2,000 TP. Like the poor guy got fucking screwed all the time.
yeah. But
So I think he is like the ultimate example of getting fucked by Simon.
I
Well, no,
mean, how
actually,
many fucking cups does he have though with West Kendall, right? I mean,
he's got quite a few. He's had a good season. He's had a good career. I'm just happy he finally got Stevens. I know I voted for him.
yeah.
He definitely deserved it.
Um, But I mean, if I wasn't gonna win the Challenge Cup, I was gonna at least try to get some awards. But like, Blue had a good season, and I was happy for him because he. I mean, he's not super. Where he's at in TPE is definitely not where he should be at that point. Like, he should be over 1,000 if he's season 41, I think, or 42 or something like that. Um, so he's not like a max earner. So it's cool to see him do pretty well for not being
Yeah,
like
I think
elites or
I think
whatever.
it's always good to see guys who aren't like Luke or like
Yeah.
people like that that get it, that don't get as much TP, but they can still have good players and good seasons. I think that's pretty encouraging.
I'm gonna rant, and people might not feel the same as me, but it's like a pet peeve of mine. It just really gets under my skin when people go around advocating for themselves for awards. Like, that just,
Oh
like,
God, that thread.
get your fucking friends to do it. I don't care. Do it in private. But when you're going into every thread and you're like, look at the season I have. You should vote for me. I should get this award. Like, that just pisses me off. And that got me in trouble with that fucking thread. But like,
Dude, fuck that thread.
it's just like, Blue had a great season. Obviously, he was going to get talked about for multiple awards if he's fucking has a 919 save percentage. That's great. Why are you going around in every awards discussion thread, like the MVP voting one or whatever, all of those, and talking about how great your season was, how you should get these awards? Like that, I've just read that and I was just getting angry, and I know I should probably just
Yeah,
step away or whatever, not be as pissed off about other people's actions. But I don't know. It just made me annoyed that when people do that. So that's why I
yeah. I mean,
made
like, I think
that
it's
thread that was like, please vote for me. I really want it. I deserve it. So please just give me the award. I want awards. And then people are like, you suck. Fuck you. And I'm like, it's a joke, bruh. But
I think it's cool to advocate for yourself like in private. Like I know in our game server, I
oh yeah,
set the thread. And I was like, vote for Cuddles for the
yeah.
con, and I got a couple votes, and it was cool.
I
But
mean,
I
I
ain't get
voted for you even before you said that. But like, if you're talking with your friends and you're like, oh yeah, I should totally get this award. When you're going in public and trying to like sway people's opinion, almost, it's like let the stats speak for themselves. If you deserve the award, you'll get it, and if you don't get it and you deserve it, you do what I do and you bitch about it on a podcast afterwards. Like,
Yeah, I made an article like that once, but it was only because it was the season that Cal had a really good season, and I already won the Rashad. The what is it called? The
Rashawn,
Rashawn.
yeah.
And Cal was definitely gonna win, and he did win it. But I kept saying I'm gonna win my second one this season, so I made a
you,
fucking post about it, and like
you
Cal was
did
like,
win a
"No,
second
please."
one.
No, I didn't.
You didn't win that one?
No, that Cal won it that season, which
Oh,
deserved. But I was just fucking
after
with
your
him.
build change?
Yeah,
Oh, I thought you won too.
no.
You
There was a
should have.
player that did do it though. That's why I was like saying, I'm like, hey, there's precedent. Someone's done it.
You should. You should have. You had a way better season that when you changed your build.
Yeah, yeah. 60 points was crazy. Like last season, that was
Well,
awesome. I was
yeah,
very happy.
but you were on the upswing before that, though.
Yeah, well, I had 60 points, and then I had that really bad season in the cup where I didn't even get like 40, and
Wait,
then
you
I
had
went
60?
back up to 60.
Oh, damn. Yeah, that 61, I think, was when you got the build
No,
change,
no,
and I thought you should have won it.
the build change is when I hit 53,
Oh,
and then I hit like the when we won the cup, I got like 37 or something, and then last season I had 60.
yeah, that 53 though, because didn't you have way less the season before that when you were a
Yeah,
power forward or whatever?
I'm gonna check the Bojo box right now,
Yeah.
but
I think you had a
yeah.
shit. You were really annoyed that you had
Oh,
such
I
a
was so
shit.
pissed. I was about to quit the league because I had my build like pretty much maxed out,
Yeah,
and I was sucking ass.
but you had to
Yeah,
have like a
so
shitty strength and weakness, right?
yeah. So season 43, when I was a power forward, I had
Yeah.
37 points. Season
Oof.
44, I had 53.
Yeah, that's good.
And then season 45, I went back down to 57. I'm to 37, but I was on an insane team, so I didn't care.
Maybe you shouldn't get the Rashawn just because you're not improving. You're just literally like just up and down and having streaky
Well, no, I won
career.
the Rashawn when I went from 22 points to 42 points. And that season when I had 42 points, I had 197 hits.
Can you look up Marius for me?
Yeah, Marius was crazy this season,
Well,
man.
I want to see the difference between last season and this season.
Hold on, let me. I think he did really improve a lot. I don't remember the exact
If it was
stats. I
like
have to
30
remember.
points, then it'd be like, oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he went from 39 points to 59 points, and he went from 13 hits to 221 hits.
Why are hits important? I don't get it.
Dude, he improved by over 200 hits though. That's
Whoop de
kind of
doo.
crazy.
I think points are what.
He improved by 20 points and like 200 something hits.
I would say points are really what changed the game. I mean,
Oh yeah, I mean you
throwing
can't
a
win it.
hit means that you don't have the puck at that moment. You can't throw a hit with the puck, so
I mean you won't win an award just by getting more hits, but it's just like
yeah.
an added thing on. Like he already improved by 20 points.
I'd say that's similar to your season though. When you changed your build though, you got plus 20 points. I think
Yeah.
you should have won over Cal, but
No. Cal actually did deserve it. Like he was like a point a game after. Let me see his stats. McIntyre. He went from 23 points to 48 points. I mean that's
another 20 points. That seems to be the trend.
it's 25. He improved by 25, which was a lot. So I mean, I knew I wanted him to win it, and I voted for him. I was still on the work committee at the time. I still am. I voted for him. Like, I was just fucking with him. I wanted to make him nervous.
Yeah, I mean, so if you think that was a dumb media I did or whatever, that's fine. But I was just pissed
Whatever,
off.
man.
So yeah, and I mean that started a whole fight, but that's a story for another day. I feel
Yeah,
like
I was really angry.
yeah, that was uncalled for, pretty much. But
I was
whatever.
really angry.
Before we get into questions, let's just talk about how our preseason went. Because I was kind of unhappy. I feel like
Oh,
it
I
was
had
a
a
step
fucking great
back
preseason.
from my last season, and I don't know. Though I feel like it's weird because it's like regression is in, but then the people who are still active and updating,
Yeah,
it's not reflective of their stats because they'll still be getting better over the span of the season instead of over 2 days. So,
yeah.
uh, it's interesting. I mean, they didn't have my stat change in where I got like up to 90 size. So I think that'll help.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully I have a better season than that was, because otherwise I'm not really an award-winning goalie or anything special.
I did have a really good preseason. I
But
didn't hit 60 points, but I hit 55.
damn.
I had 27 goals and 28 assists, 163 hits, and this is crazy. This is a crazy stat. I had 18 shot blocks as a forward. Like what?
So you
Laying it out there,
so
Martin Cain style.
Tiggle Bitties leaves, Fletcher leaves, and suddenly Cuddles emerges as the
Yeah,
true
because
1C of the Blizzard.
Krzyzewski's gone. Now's his regression. Now's his like really far into regression. Fletcher's gone. All these people are gone, and then I get to blossom.
You're the 1C that they wanted. You're the true Bergeron.
Yeah, I guess so. Well,
Not
I'm
this
not a C.
not this
I'm a
Brent Burns motherfucker switching to defense.
yeah.
Alrighty.
I kind of predicted that I was gonna have a good season when everyone left because
That's how it works, right?
that's how the sim engine
Yeah.
works, you know.
It's kind of like that in NHL too, I noticed. Like,
Yeah.
if you have like a fucking stack team where your fourth line guys are 85 overall snipers, it's like you almost never have a guy who's point per game. Because
Yeah.
you can still win every game fucking 5-1 lightning style, but it's like scoring by committee where everyone gets like a nice 30 point at least season, but then you never really have the superstars.
Yeah.
And then if you have one line, then that dude just goes off or whatever.
Yeah. I kind of knew I was gonna go off once that happened, so I was looking forward to it. And then I would have been really disappointed if I ended up having a bad season. But, you know, I had the best season of my career. So
Yeah, but you also got swept, so
yeah. Okay, let's not bring that up.
I went
I
there.
didn't even score a point.
Oof.
I went from having that great series, and I've like Carlos has like a story of been like a great playoff performer, like a point a game in the playoffs through like 7 seasons of playoffs. And then he goes and I don't score a point after my best regular season.
Do you think
Oh, it was a ball
do you
breaker.
think the Blizzard being swept was like 2017 Chicago, 2019 Tampa Bay? Well, it's not like that because they weren't President's Trophy. Or 2017 Pittsburgh. Or 2019 Pittsburgh. I'm going to go with Pittsburgh, I think.
Yeah.
Because they weren't, I mean, neither of you had an amazing season. I guess Calgary isn't really like the Islanders because they weren't higher seeded. Maybe it's like Chicago, I don't know.
I mean, our team got gutted. We were nowhere near the same team.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's a little different, I feel like, because teams don't really get gutted like that after they win the cup in the NHL.
Hawks in like 2010 or whatever.
I mean, I guess, but you guys were still a great team. Like
Yeah.
the Blizzard were like a one-line team on offense, and our defense was still outstanding.
Oh, yeah.
On offense, we were like pretty much a one-line team with me, Rockefeller, and Nouse. That was it, really. We had Bernard Freeman, a rookie, Mac, a rookie, Pepperoni, like in his second season, but this was his first time like actually in the ice.
It was 3C, right?
Yeah, he was he was on the second line.
Oh, because Scholes is gone, right?
Yeah, Scholes gone, Cooker's gone. We lost Scholes, Cookers, Smith, Krzyzewski, and Fletcher all on forward, and Sierkowski.
Speaking of, is Obese like inactive?
No, he's not updating.
Damn.
Yeah, he wants to take a break. We still grabbed this player though.
Yeah, he was a good dude.
He
was a little misunderstood, but he was a good dude.
Yeah, he pops into the locker room sometimes. It's always nice.
All right, let's do questions because we're at like 40 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm going to skip the predictions ones for now, and then maybe we'll circle back around. I don't know how much. I don't want to go through that, and then...
Yeah. I mean, we've been talking about like teams and stuff a lot, so...
Yeah. All right. Carl comes in here. Yes. Will the NSHL return?
I hope.
At this point, I don't know. I mean,
I don't know.
I have hope, and I believe that maybe someday it will. It doesn't look like it's a huge priority. I know Cal's got a lot going on right now, and that might not be exactly what he wants to do right now. I hope that it starts up soon because I really like that league, and I liked being GM, and I liked
I was
the
really
locker
looking
room.
forward to season 2 too.
Oh my God, we built such a good team, and then it's like
we were so hyped.
We were about to get that preseason, and they're like, everyone go home. It's like, fuck, boy. And then they were talking about like, I don't think this is a HO idea, but like,
redraft.
redraft. It's like, fuck off, dude.
I would
We built
quit.
such a stacked team, and then you want to, like, we had all the cheat code players, like the ones that we got for steals, and no one really knew they were good, and we get them. Then you're gonna redraft, and now they know they're good, and they'll take them away from us. Like, no, absolutely not.
And we picked up Duder and Rabbit in free agency.
You about to fucking steal them?
Traded for Waldo, and we lose all our guys. And I don't really think any of them will want to leave anyways, because we were the only team that was really super active and like a family.
Yeah. We had a great locker. So, enough talking about NSHL, but I hope it does. I don't know the answer. I'm not involved in any of the changes.
I really wanted to come back, though.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Who you got winning it all, season 47?
Oh, Spectres.
Yeah, I'd go the same. I think we're just going to get better from last time, and I mean... You think about it, Buffalo's fucking stacked, and we took them to 7 games. And I think we were down too, right?
I don't know. I didn't really I stopped paying attention to the playoffs after the Blues got eliminated. To be honest.
I think it was either one of the teams was up 3-1. I think it was Buffalo, but it might have been Spectres, and then we lost 3. I don't think that's right though.
I think you guys were down.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I don't remember. At that point, I was just really nervous, and I didn't check a whole lot. I just checked to see if we won or lost and what my save percentage was like. But I don't really remember. It's kind of a blur. But, yeah, I mean, took him to 7, and Nick's a fucking god. I think he's going to have a great season. He had a really good preseason, which is always a good sign. Preseason was weird, though. I feel like like West Kendall bounced back huge.
Yeah,
I
I mean
don't know.
preseason is always a toss up
And
though. It doesn't really
Manhattan was
mean much.
garbage in preseason.
Well, they were doing funky things with their lines. I was looking at it. They were
Mm.
doing a bunch of weird stuff. I wouldn't really take that. I
I know.
wouldn't
I,
really.
I I have them doing in my season predictions. I have them doing nice again. I mean,
They're
what?
gonna do great.
Why
Yeah.
wouldn't they? Unless somehow they got super lucky. Tampa Bay was good again, and I don't believe that. I think they just keep getting really fucking good sims somehow. I don't know.
Well, Blacker Langerfield is like a fucking cheat code. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, it's ridiculous.
I mean, maybe the lines are so good and they're making the most out of the lowish TPE players they have, but I don't know. I think they're getting lucky with the sim, and I think they might miss, but who knows? I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone had them in the playoffs for last season, but
yeah,
they
I don't
made
know.
it.
But yeah, I mean, I just think I I believe in my player that he can carry us far again, and that we can hit that finals and actually win it. I think my predictions were Manhattan in the finals, and I can beat Luke. Fuck Luke. I got it.
Yeah,
I got him. So yeah, uh, that's who I got. It sounds like you got something similar.
yeah. I mean, I kind of had Spectres. Really, I don't. I mean, the team is worse than last season, honestly, because you guys had a lot of regression, especially on D.
Yeah,
But I think you guys are still very good, and I don't think the Blizzard don't really. I don't think we really have what it takes this season. I
I
don't
think they
think.
can make the playoffs.
Oh yeah, I think
I
so
just
too.
don't think they'll match up against someone a little tough, and they'll eat it. Probably not a
I don't.
sweep, but I think
I
it
don't
could
think the
be.
Chiefs will win the cup anytime
Oh no.
soon because they're a fucking one line, and I hate them.
Well, and they lost the one guy, right? Then they
Oh
have.
no, but Wozy is just as good.
You think he'll jump up there and get another 70 points?
I don't know. They Wozy did have a very good season with those guys before that, even before that though.
Yeah,
So
okay.
I wouldn't count it out.
But yeah. Yeah, Spectres. Go Spectres. I love them. They're a fun team.
Yeah, I got the Spectres. They definitely be one of my top places if I wasn't so loyal to the Blues.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe you recreate. We'll nab.
Maybe
We'll
I'm
nab
making
you
an
first
enforcer
overall.
D, so
Oh wait, never mind.
yeah, Keegan won't draft me, so
Well, yeah.
looks like
Well,
my Blues legacy is over.
we'll draft you and then trade you, but then you can be in the locker room as alumni.
Wow, wow.
But he asked who's your dark horse. I'm gonna assume that to be maybe like a Tampa Bay, like kind of jumps in the playoffs
Yeah,
and kind of surprise everyone. I'm going New England. I think Ace.
yeah,
I
I
think
can see
Ace
that.
has been having a lot of fucking bad luck, and yeah, they kind of rebuilt and had people retire and traded out, and they've been making moves. I think Ace has what it takes to turn him around sooner rather than later. And if he just gets one good season sim, like, and kind of goes on a nice run, I think in my season predictions, I had them in the playoffs.
That's a good take right there. I usually don't do that. Like I don't really pay that much attention anymore. I just copy one, get the TV, and then leave. At
Yeah,
this point,
for awards and predictions, I looked at it and I made choices based on kind of what I thought, and I got 11 TPE out of my last one, so I did something right.
damn, not bad.
Who's your dark horse?
My dark horse. I'm trying to think. All it. I guess if you consider West Kendall to be a dark horse, like I
You
think
think
I
they
can take
bounce
it.
back?
Well, I don't know. Their defense isn't very good, but
I have
I
them
mean, I think
missing.
with Biscuit in the net, like he should be good. If I think he might be able to drag them in, especially with Forsberg and Light and all those guys up front. Like they're a good team.
It's
They
weird
should.
though. I feel like I don't want to shit on teams. I feel like a lot of it comes down to you get you get the good TP players. That's step one, right? You get the players who have those good stats, the defense you like, the goalies with the right stats, but then you have to use them right.
Yeah.
Like Texas has Duder. They have a really good decor. They got some good forwards. Hobbs is very high TP. I just feel like they don't use him right, and therefore they kind of suck, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I think Texas is a dark horse team to do very good this season.
You think so? You think they're
Dankoa,
gonna?
Dankoa switched to center. That might be able to help out their
Yeah.
forwards a little bit because I know they were kind of like a one-line team on the forwards because they had like with SLM and Dizzy on up front, and that was really about it. So I think getting Carlson as a center would help. Also, that sucks for Team USA. So like, what the fuck, Dankoa?
Now you
But
can throw Eastwood back in the lineup, huh?
no, I can't. He's inactive.
Oof.
He's a bum.
Tell him to do an activity
It's
check.
either going to be Crutch, Lockhart, or Scruff.
Oh yeah, well one of them should definitely jump up anyway, you know. The
Yeah, but
thing
now they
about
gotta.
USA is like we have so many great prospects too, and we don't have any room because fucking
Yeah,
Joe won't retire, and how old is
Nova
Visser?
and Visser
Yeah,
and
these guys won't fuck off and give us room. Like I'm super lucky that all we had in net was
Chocolate.
yeah, because otherwise I could probably be lifer backup.
Yeah,
Some like Sweden shit going on.
no kidding. I saw that media.
But yeah, I mean, so you think
I mean,
Texas and West Kendall will be in the playoffs this season?
they're going to bounce back. Both those
Okay.
teams. I mean, Texas made it anyways, but
No, they didn't.
they're
Not
gonna.
last season.
They didn't make it.
Nope.
Who was in? It was
Calgary bumped them out and then
Calgary,
swept y'all.
Minnesota, us two,
L.A.
and LA. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I think they're both going to bounce back.
Okay. And then who do you think falls out?
I think that Calgary falls out again. Well,
Calgary's getting better.
Calgary is getting better. That's tough. I think it's going to be a real tight race.
I
Come
have
to the beach, by the way. We got an
Toronto.
event.
I have Toronto falling out.
Yeah, I can see it. I can definitely see it. They
I think
lost.
they're getting worse.
Yeah, they are. They don't have that much going for them anymore. Right now. So yeah, Toronto falling out. I can totally see, and I think Tampa can fall out
Yeah,
too.
I think Tampa falls out.
But I mean, they're assembling well still. So I don't know.
I think it's almost like New England's getting really unlucky, and Tampa Bay's getting really lucky, and like I think at some point New England will kind of get some of their sim luck. I don't know who JSS blew to fucking get Tampa Bay in the fucking playoffs.
Yeah, I guess so.
Literally blew Benjamin. Good pun. Anyway. He says, "How's your Easter and apple or pumpkin pie?" Those are kind of dumb questions, and I don't like them. So,
well, my Easter was great in pumpkin pie.
okay, my Easter was boring and chocolate pie. But anyway,
that wasn't an option.
I don't care. He says, "Who's on your SHL Mount Rushmore?"
Luke / Trella and Pingy.
Yeah, I think we should do a nipple nuggy Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, we should.
And I think those would be the people, I guess.
That's what I was going to do for my PT anyways, because I don't really know enough about, like, league history. I know what players are good, but I don't know, like, who, like, built the league, you know what I mean?
Well, there was a question for newer people.
Yeah, it was, like,
but,
people in your time period.
Moyer did a Crows Mount Rushmore, which I liked, and then he put me on it, which was really
I was gonna either do a Blizz Mount Rushmore or like just
you could do Blizz.
our little group we have, you know.
I might do Spectres.
Yeah.
That might be tougher though. I don't know who.
I mean, you have one season to base it off of.
Yeah, but like Stevenson's really good, and Richard Fist, and Joe, and Augustus, and Fletcher, Nick. I mean, there are a lot of good.
Yeah, you have a lot of people that are really solid.
There's no really like. I don't know. I'd be basing off of like who's a good person in a locker room, and that's where it's hard to narrow it down, as opposed to just points or what they did for this team or whatever. But
I think the Blizz Mount Rushmore is Cain and Scholes are locks. And I think maybe Brett Broadway for goalie. And then defenseman, maybe Tanaka or I don't know who else is a great dude. Tortuck, yeah. I mean, maybe eventually, not yet,
Ur's
but
a
eventually.
god boy, isn't he? At like 1900 TP.
Yeah, he was one, like, if regression came 1 week later, he was gonna hit 2,000,
Wow,
which sucks. I feel
what
bad,
a guy. Why are you with my wife? Get out of here.
dude. That's my wife.
Wait, I'm on your screen. Am I standing next to your wife?
Yeah. Wait, no, I'm standing next to my wife on
Oh,
my screen.
okay. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, I don't know. I don't. Carl, you're lazy and you just stole a PT question. Got him.
Stole my PT. We're gonna see Carl's PT with me, Luke, and Pinky on it now.
Yeah. Anyway, Cal says standings. I don't think we have time for that. We're almost at an hour. Why don't we do? What do you think of the new St. Louis rookies?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know them.
I really don't know them, to be honest. It hasn't been enough time.
Yeah,
I don't
and
really chat as much as I really
yeah,
used to. I kind of just like keep an eye, look around,
that's the same with me.
chat shit, say fuck Detroit every once in a while. That's really about it.
Uh, I think we'll see who's really stand out. Like Fuzz is great, and uh, I mean Evan was great when he came back. He was
I'm so happy
super
Evan
in
came
there.
back.
Uh, I
Evan's the man.
I was thinking him for the most active in the locker room award, but I think they gave it to Serp just because he was there a little longer, because he was drafted
I
there
mean,
as opposed
Serp
to
definitely deserves it too.
yeah, they're both in there and they're great. So we'll see who becomes them over the
Yeah.
season. But right now, yeah, it's been like week max, not even. So I don't know. McZ is my answer. Uh, and then this one's for you. What are your top 3 greatest moments on the site?
Oh, that's tough. Winning a cup is definitely one. Winning that cup with the Blizzard was amazing, especially after all the seasons I put in, the work I did scouting early on, and just like the amount of time and dedication I've put into that team. That was big for me. That made me really happy when we finally won that cup.
That's number
My
2 though, and then explain is number 1, right?
Yeah, explain is number one. Um, even though, so this is kind of might be a weird take, but even though we lost this game, it was Game 7 of the first round against the Colorado Raptors, my rookie season in the SMJHL.
It was
We
in the
lost in
finals.
we lost no, it was in the first round. We lost in
Oh,
triple overtime, but
damn.
the play-by-play was so fun. The whole team, it went until like 2 o'clock in the morning. It was during the summer,
So they
and the
did
whole
play-by-play for every single
oh
game?
yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or it might have been like games 5, 6, or elimination. I don't know,
Oh, okay.
but it was awesome. So we had the whole locker room in there. I mean, back then it was like CFJ, Dweebs, Dizzy,
Ace?
all these guys, Ace, me, TZ, Blues, Mr. Deployable, fucking Jimmy Wagner. Allen was in there. He wasn't on the team, but he was fucking around. It was awesome. Joe and Ryan. So we were on the Discord freaking out in the thread freaking out. Game 7 triple OT. We lost, but like that night was so fun. Just like the fun we had, fucking chalking and cheering on the team, and it was intense, like and it sucked. The fucking other team's goalie Zumbayev stood on his head and we lost, but it was a great time. Like
Rip.
that's one of my fondest memories from like my early months on this site. It was awesome. That's where stuff like that really like got me hooked onto it.
Isn't that Fever?
Yeah, it is Fear.
Oof.
He's on the Crows now.
Yeah, got him.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
my third, um, that's really tough. I don't know if there's like a necessarily a specific thing, but kind of just like hanging with like the Blizz, like all the guys that we've had in there throughout the seasons have been awesome, and just like kind of hanging out in there. And I've become good friends with all the guys in there, and I think just going on there, like going on voice chat, playing games, fucking around, playing TTS, Hearts of the Storm, all that. That's the funnest. That's the most fun for me at this point. Like, even though I had like a great season, last season or whatever, I won awards. That's not really what it is for me. It's kind of just having fun, and that's the best part for me. So yeah,
Yeah, I feel
I
like
kind of
until
got
the
a little rambly there, but
NSHL kind of comes back up, because that's what that became for us too, is like that was almost where we hung out and did fun stuff with our friends.
yeah,
And we
for
had a lot
sure.
of the same people as our current locker rooms in there, which was awesome. But it was almost like SHL was, we're doing stuff, but then NSHL is where we're actually socializing and doing
Yeah,
fun stuff.
Exeter was awesome for that. We had such a great room.
So I
I like
think,
all you guys.
while that's on the down low, I think we might. I mean, that's why we started this up again, and it might become that again too,
Yeah,
because we still got
I've been
Nipple Nuggy and
playing.
we're playing Civ and shit.
Yeah, we got to get Civ going again, or like an ultimate chicken horse or something. Slapshot, get everyone on it.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Well, the semester's almost over for a lot of us, so
Yeah,
we're getting there. You're in high school, so you're lame.
yeah. I just do whatever the fuck I don't care. But yeah,
Well,
that server's awesome. I love that server, Nipple Nuggy.
yeah, boy.
Yeah, and you know what? I kind of forget that you deleted the original one now. It's out of my memory, so I forgive you.
I mean, it's not it's not the server that matters. It's the friends you made along the way.
That is true.
As long as you have them all there and Pingy, then it
Yeah,
doesn't.
we added Pingy, which is great.
Well,
Honestly, I used to hate Pingy. He used to annoy the hell out of me when I didn't know him. But now I love Pingy. Pingy's the man.
yeah, Pingy is amazing.
I love him.
Pingy is the heart and soul of the SHL.
Like, it's not that I hated Pingy. I just didn't get it, and I was like, this guy is kind of
Well, and
annoying.
he was on Detroit, which is just
Yeah, he was on
garbage.
Detroit. So, but then I kind of talked to him. He's the man. Pingy's the man. I love him.
All right, ending on a positive note, I
Yeah,
think, talking about Pingy.
yeah.
Uh, so yeah, this is we'll call this season 2 of Cain and Cuddles.
The return, Electric Boogaloo.
Electric oogly boogly. If you listen to us being dumb and talking about dumb shit for an hour, then thank you very much. If you asked
Yeah,
a question, thank you very much. I'm glad we were able to fill a lot of the time just talking about ourselves instead of answering questions. I think that helped a lot. So
yeah. Thank you guys.
we would probably need more questions for next time, since we can't really recap 2 seasons anymore.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, thanks for listening. Thanks for being around and being awesome, and we'll see you next time.
See you guys. Thank you.